Generator. Ich liefere Ihnen Licht und Kraft und ermögliche es Ihnen, Sprache, Musik und Bild durch den Äther auszusenden und zu empfangen. Ich bin Ihr Diener und Ihr Herr zugleich. Deshalb hütet mich gut, mich, den Genius der Energie.
Oh, man. It has been a week. Hello, I'm King Mob, and once again I'm streaming Disco Elysium. Hey there, Equus. Always good to see you. Hello, Cat Black. Tremendous to see you both. Whew. Got my 5th COVID shot this week. I now have 3 different COVID shots in me: AstraZeneca, Moderna, 3 times. Last one was Pfizer. Just finally recovered from that shot. Feeling a lot better. Hopefully, I'll be one of the lucky ones who generally have better long COVID symptoms after they get their vaccination. So, when we last left me, I sent away my best boyfriend and then spent my time reading from books. How's the reception now? Reception's much, much better. I'm getting much better 5G through my skull, right through here. Hope everybody's been good. Hey, I got like 15 minutes left. Tremendous. Someday soon. Someday soon.
You see, it could be connected.
Yeah. And these guys never leave, do they?
Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling height window. The hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony fingers.
Hopefully my volume is good. Hopefully the clarity of my voice is relatively okay. There we go.
You see 2, maybe 3 bushes grown into a single thicket over a period of circa 50 years. It takes time for a hedge like that to form.
Very high. Let's do it finally.
There's a yellow ribbon tied to one of the branches, light yellow, faded with time. A tiny splash of color in the blackness of the thicket, hanging from it, a bronze key. Someone hid the key in the bush and attached a yellow ribbon to make it easier to find. It's close enough to the latch up there. One can slide it open and just take it. Surely not a coincidence.
Someone's hid a key in the bush. Right there. Huh? I need you guys to hand the key to me.
And I need the fatty to get his feet amputated because the smell is killing me. We can't always get what we want.
God damn it, Dennis. You know I can't help it.
His whiny voice is in deep contrast with the stature.
Sorry, fucko. These guys won't help you. Looks like you're gonna have to go bush diving. The hawthorn's got a bitch of a bite.
I'm gonna enjoy the sight of you in the bushes out there.
With a loud thud, the old man stands up, pushes the window open, grabs the key from the hawthorn branch and slides it across the table to you.
Take the key.
The key is brass. Workshop spare is etched into its bow. The old man closes the window and sits back down in silence.
Come on, man. We were just having some fun. Where's the harm in...
I'm tired of listening to your shit.
Thank you.
Don't thank me. I don't give two shits about your key.
Just leave. I will deal with that later. I guess it was finally time. Have I read everything? I read everything. All right. Let's go get in position. Keep thinking of the poor old man. That goddamn royalist, fascist bastard. Oh, she eventually goes down. Oh, no, she's still there. Have a little chat.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Oh, those tattoos again?
I fear I've told you all I know. It's an Oranese map of the waterways, or some version of it. It depicts the travels this man made while he was still alive.
Thanks. That's all for the tattoos. Thank you for your help.
Anything else I can help you with?
That's all for now. You don't have anything new for me. Which disappoints me. Off to the balcony. Coffee's ready to go. So we're going to sit here on the porch. We're going to read a book real quick. Kill some time. Here we go.
Large letters on the front form a title.
Put the box away. Hang on. I've already read this, but it'll still kill some time.
Greatest Innocence by João Paulo Salomão Lopes de Fuego. The book is large
The
and
De Fuego always gets me. Crack this immense tome.
browsing through the book again, you still have trouble understanding the torrent of information. It only seems to add to the confused jumble of facts inside your brain. Your educational survey is done. Did you catch any of that? No. Oh well, it's pop quiz time. Let's see what you've learned. This might take a few minutes. You ready?
Fuck no. I'm not falling for your trickery again.
Probably for the best. It wasn't looking too good for you anyway.
The book away. Got one bullet. Here they are. My communist friends.
You're back.
Young man turns to you. I'm ready. Let's talk inframaterialism.
Yes. Let's get right to it.
His companion leans forward, ready to jump in. They're impressed that you dove right into the most advanced parts of the theory. Half an hour evaporates and the conversation is still wending its way toward new and unexpected places.
But I'm still trying to figure out how the Pale fits into all of this.
No. You're saying he doesn't need to open them because he absorbs all the relevant content just by staring
Oh, hang on.
directly at the cover.
That was weird.
It's a widely understood second-level effect.
Just by staring intently at the cover. Wait, and President Selzninsky has never opened a book?
We've tried it ourselves, but thus far we haven't been able to absorb more than the preface and table of contents.
Has it gotten cold in here? Your arms seem to be covered in goose flesh.
Well, on that note, I think we can call it an evening.
No, wait. Can this really be the end? You feel like you've just gotten to the real stuff.
Yes. One of our better discussions lately, on the whole.
Hang on, is that it?
What do you mean, is that it? You've done the reading, we talked about it. What more do you expect from a reading group?
What if I have more questions, about communism?
Well, you could always ask, I guess.
The two men look at each other for a moment.
We probably won't get a better chance. Honestly.
But it's getting late, so maybe pick the most important question.
Ooh, this is a red check. It cannot be retried. I need a minute to think about it.
Come on. We have things to do in the morning.
Did all the reading. Let's do it.
All right, here we go. We're devoting all your available brain cells to coming up with a question about communism. Scratch that. To coming up with the question about communism. The alpha and omega of communism questions. And that question is...
No. Oh God, it's bad. Surely I can think of something better.
Maybe in another life, but not this one. Face it, this is the question that's been simmering inside you all along.
Oh God. Hang on, I thought I was really getting into the theory back there.
Sure, you spent some time getting lost in your theoretical labyrinths, but this has been the beast at the center this whole time.
This is for you. My own personal doom spiral. Mr. Equus. Okay, guys, I don't know how to ask this, but are women bourgeois?
The young man gives you a slightly confused look, as though he's sure you asked something else and he simply misheard.
Hey, Vanna, I just asked the worst question ever.
No, he heard you crystal clear. Somehow, it sounded even worse out loud.
He wants to know if women are bourgeois, Esteban.
Yes, I heard him. Give me a moment. What makes you ask that question above any other?
I don't know. It's just what my brain told me to say.
That's because your brain is floating in ideology, gendarme. It's practically drowning in it. You ask that question because you're still under the influence of ideology. That's natural. You're like a fish that's only now discovering that her whole life has been dictated by the movements of sea currents. That's what ideology is. It's like there are these invisible forces everywhere, pushing and tugging you this way and that, and you don't even know they're there.
What does this have to do with communism?
Everything, man. That is part of the communist project, to destroy the ideological structures that reduce men and women to these hollow shells of identity. Do you know the story of Dobrova and Abadanais?
I thought that was just some gibberish you made up for a passphrase.
No. They were the revolutionary lovers, the dual commissars of revolution in Insulinda.
You may be wondering what the strange drink I'm having. It is a pre-made Thai. Let's see if I can get it resolved. Thai tea. Delicious. I think it's made locally. No, this stuff's made in Taiwan. The Thai tea made in Taiwan, imported by a company in California.
Yulia Dobrova came from Grad. Jean Abadanais was born in Revachol. She was brilliant, charismatic, a revolutionary comet. He was her partner and stabilizer, the planet who kept her in orbit.
What became of them, though? There seems to be a blank paragraph in the history books.
It's from them we get the notion of dual leadership, the Décomptage, Revachol's truly great contribution to revolutionary thought. I believe it even persists in some form in the RCM, even to this day.
What happened to them? and Abedinaz.
They died on their own terms, like real revolutionaries. There's a lot to say for that.
What does that question say about me?
That's the question you should be asking yourself.
His companion nods, but offers no further solace.
I need to take some time to think about all this.
The young man nods, but says nothing. He appears to be distracted by something. He's wrestling with some question of his own. Of course, the matchboxes. You'd very nearly forgotten to ask about them. Now may be your last chance.
The matchboxes. You're trying to make the tower from Nielsen's journals.
So you really did read all the way to the end. Yeah, Uli and I were trying to see whether there was enough plasm between the two of us to hold up a few matchboxes.
It was just a little informal experiment. No reason to take it too seriously.
We should try it again. All of us.
The young man looks at you a moment, then at his companion.
What could it hurt? All right, let's give it another go.
Let's get this plasm going. Get this plasm threesome rocking.
Before long, a modest tower begins to rise from the pile of matchboxes. You place every box with the utmost delicacy and precision.
Easy, Uli.
It's holding. It's holding.
For the moment. The higher the tower goes, the quieter the room seems to become. Aside from the occasional comment, the three of you are completely absorbed by the task.
Legit. Like, legit some of the only good advice Harry gets in the game. Equus says, "You're a bit too far up your own ass, buddy. Maybe come up for air."
Alright, you go next, Stepan.
Look at that rickety...
The young man pushes back his shirt sleeves, revealing the pale flesh of his forearms.
Say nothing.
Is it? It's holding. It's holding.
Yes, this is the closest we've ever gotten.
It's almost exactly as Nielsen's sketch imagined. A physical manifestation
Wow.
of the political spiral of history.
All right, gendarme. Your turn.
You've got this. Theories aside, they're only matchboxes.
Proceed.
It's... My God. Is it really holding?
It is. It is.
There, in the middle of the floor, the winding spire quivers with an improbable energy. There's no way it should stay up like that. How is the weight being distributed? For a long moment, no one says a word. You're all three transfixed.
There's only one way this can end. Echo Maker. Stepan. Echo Maker.
And there it goes.
Only way it can end. Exactly. Doesn't mean you stop trying.
That was remarkable.
No. It was exactly what's supposed to happen. We should treat it that way.
We should probably clean up.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's probably time for you to take your leave as well.
I guess I'm off.
Wait a minute. If you don't mind. We wanted to get your opinion on something. A few little changes we've been thinking about. Nothing too major, I think. We were talking potentially about relaxing some parts of our admissions process.
It would probably help if you didn't make people go through a whole interview just to join.
That's interesting. I thought people loved group interviews.
I thought so too, but perhaps we overdid it, just a little. There was another thing. We were also debating putting up some posters around town.
Though some of us maintain that advertising is an unacceptably bourgeois tactic.
That's what makes it so beautiful. The irony is unbeatable.
Sounds like something Cindy could help with.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
I guess no one could accuse Cindy of having a bourgeois aesthetic.
Plus, I've got the perfect place in mind. Put some more coffee on, Uli. We've got a long night ahead of us. We should probably get Cindy in here too. Oh, and Gendarme. One last thing. I've been thinking about what you asked before. About women, you know? Not that it's any of my business. But it sounds like this question is really tearing you up inside.
It is tearing you up. It's like there's a tiny, hateful beast shredding your very soul.
So, good luck with that, I guess.
That's all. Somebody, that's all you can say.
Cleaning out the rooms. What if you didn't lose your memory? What if something in Martinez came and stored it all away, for you to slowly open one box at a time, so you can choose which parts to keep? Keep almost none of it. Only the flowers on the windowsill. Only the distant sound of a radio. Lose all the actors, the dark shadows. Leave only the still lifes, the blissful distant wash of waves. If everybody knew, you never did. She'll be coming soon. That is all.
Wow. Suggestion, Inland Empire, rhetoric. Wow. Wake up in a new life by the seaside. Wow. Yeah, sometimes Huntress, that's all you can offer. Sometimes that's all you can do. I said I was gonna be there for them. I better be ready. 2 dice 6 plus 9. Average roll of 7. That'll give me a 16. Bottom of the pot. An idle black sludge rises from the shadowy sea. You done?
The gendarme returned.
Girl from the seminar promised she would stop by. Brother Crofton, Esteban? All right. Let's see what we have left on our list of good things. Oh, I gotta go with the pigs. That's what I was really supposed to be doing tonight. Yeesh. I almost forgot. Okay, let's see if I can move now. Where are we going? Pigs. Old fish market. Okay. Good luck with that. That's all you can say sometimes. Some battles people can only fight on their own, and you can't offer anything but better than a... I hope you got that. Okay, now where are the... Not you. Did I miss it? Is it too late? I see? Oh, okay. That's fine then. I know how to get there. Running, running, running. Elysium. Because now I have to remember how to get there. I'll just do it. Do it any way I can. No. Oh, yeah. Can I zoom out? Yes, I can. Whoa.
Put your hands where I can see them.
Aging woman under a mountain of police paraphernalia mumbles to herself and notices you and reaches for the megaphone.
Show me your hands. This is the pigs. Show me your hands. Right now. Show me your hands. Right now.
Oh god, she got the gun in her hand.
Scavenged, battery-powered police lights protrude from her back. The flickering light show reveals a gun in her shaking hand. Her hand is trembling from some sort of neurodegenerative disease.
Raise my hands.
The man appears to be pulling out an object from his pocket. Fear under threat! Fear under threat! Superseding event. Split-second decision. Get on the ground. Get on the goddamn ground!
Ma'am, I just want to talk to you.
Subject yourself to a full body cavity search. Prohibited materials concealed in nostrils, ears, mouth, navel, urethra, foreskin, vagina, and rectum.
I can do this. I can do this.
The situation looks bad. Calm yourself. Steady your breathing. You have to go for the gun sooner or later. Perhaps you can learn crucial facts before you do. This is dangerous. You're 70% certain you always leave your gun loaded.
Time to get my gun.
Alright, here's how we do it. As soon as that gun isn't pointed at you again, you dash right. Then immediately close the distance. Left hand grabs the barrel, right one breaks the wrist. No, that won't be necessary. Look closer. The gun, all three barrels, red and blue light shining through. It's not loaded.
My god, it's not loaded. The gun isn't loaded. Woman looks at her weapon in disbelief, her eyes suddenly reddish with tears. Looks straight down the barrel and squeezes the trigger. Wait!
This isn't police issue. Police weapons have bullets. This isn't real. What is this? Police guns always have bullets. What is this? Why did you sell me this?
Gun lands on the wooden planks and tears run down her scratched cheeks.
Grab the gun, right now. This might be your only chance.
Pick up your gun.
No one ever cares anymore. Why would they treat me like this?
Her voice growing fainter as she rocks back and forth slowly.
Great gears are grinding to a halt. The machine is powering down. She's all out of jolt. Okay, you need to figure out what to do with her now.
Nobody's ever around. Nobody ever comes to visit me.
The old woman mumbles, staring blank at the boardwalk. I'm very sorry this is how life turned out for you.
Her scratched skin is warm to the touch, but the person inside doesn't even know you're there.
All right, what am I going to do with you?
The catatonic woman, especially now that she's unarmed, doesn't seem to be a threat to anyone but herself.
Titus wants to be the sheriff. I'll tell him where to find you. Maybe he knows your family.
Please leave the radio on. Mr. Moran is on Channel 8.
During the lead, the faintest of voices comes from the old lady. That's a reflex.
Reflex to what? Being left alone? She stands motionless, just a heap of clothes and fleshes now. Maybe if you search her once more. The woman stands slumped. She looks catatonic under her mountain of RCM paraphernalia. Is one of those things a police cap? She doesn't even flinch as you reach out and disentangle the familiar lieutenant's cap from her mountain of RCM paraphernalia.
Leave her be. Let's see what I got. I got a 9mm pepper box pistol, 3 barrels, loaded from the front. Where's my new hat? Yeah, I'm not gonna be wearing that. Okay. Poor woman. Glad it didn't. Well, maybe she shot it. I can't imagine I would leave the gun unloaded. I am that ignorant. And that wild. At least. Of course, yeah, that is a good point. Maybe I did shoot it, Cat. That's a worrying thought. Someone's home away from home, like yours. Yeah, see, your buddy King here, my mantra is make good decisions. I think Harry's mantra has never been make good decisions. I know he sold it, but what kept a gun in it? Door's closed today. Time to put the kids to sleep. So they rum. Goody, rum, some. Okay. Let's go. Third district, their mob response. Okay. Besides, he says he likes to take in those who have nowhere to go. Not just super hot dancers. No. They're gone. Huh. It is after midnight. After a day of drinking, they decide to finally pack it in. Okay. Let's go back to the shack. I have a bullet, at least. Don't know where I got it.
This late in the night. Time to call it a day.
Enter the shack.
An old mirror hangs on the wall.
Try to make a stop happening.
In it. The expression fixed to your clean-shaven face. You're still not accustomed to it.
Slightly different delivery on these lines. The mirror be for now. Huh. You know what? Let's go to sleep.
The bed is comforting, if a bit run down. Still.
Here we go, guys.
The place feels almost like home now. Quiet and dignified around you. A new life by the seaside. You're incredibly tired. The darkness and warmth come fast. You're falling asleep.
Who's there?
It's easier this time. Drifting off, your head has found a comfortable indent in the pillow. Your legs and your torso feel like lead weights sinking to the bottom of the sea. Until there's suddenly light.
This respite. You've earned it, brother. Bask in the darkness. Let it swallow you up and swivel you around while you forget everything you've managed to remember.
I don't want to. Thank you. But I've been bad. I haven't earned this.
No, you haven't. You've just been.
Is this the last stream?
No, this is the one before that. We'll just keep cycling it for you if you don't mind. As long as we can. Spin it like black yarn.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Thank you, Darkness. Thank you.
You're welcome, Harry boy. You earned it.
Fall into deep, uninterrupted sleep.
After centuries of darkness, the alarm rings. But what's this? You actually feel rested. There's no time to cuddle with your pillow, however, or as much as shiver from the cold. The world awaits.
Go.
Wow. I actually slept. Didn't think it was possible. I really didn't. Maybe after some sleep I can get rid of the face.
On the wall. You see your reflection in it.
No.
The
Huh. Why do I got nothing in my hands? Oh, I can actually hold the cigarettes. Can I? No, we can't actually hold the cigarettes. Is it a heat pump? They said it was a heat pump. Right? Yeah, looks like I hang up some clothes here to yeah. Huh. Which cargo? Oh yeah, the cargo container. Good morning. How's it going?
Yes?
Okay, everything seems good. We'll stand back on the porch here. Now we're gonna go here. Oh yeah, I'm still like in visual calculus mode. I forgot about that. Let's see what we got for glasses. Those are my sneaky glasses. Those are my logic glasses. My encyclopedia glasses. For now, encyclopedia brings up my oh, sports visor. I still have that. Amazing. There we go. Oh, it's snowing again. Wonderful. Nice and chill. Hey, Mr. Hardy.
It's you again. What is it?
Hopefully Pig's passed out where she was. The old catatonic lady in the fish market on the other side of the bay. She is help.
What's that, Copper? You want us to help little old ladies now?
You're local law enforcement, aren't you? Helping troubled civilians should fall under your jurisdiction.
Precisely.
Yeah. We'll send someone out. Who is? Wait. It's the pigs, isn't it?
It's the pigs. Yes, it's her.
Poor lady. Don't worry. We'll handle this. I think she got some family in Kuron or something. Bastards left her alone when she got sick. We've been getting complaints.
Hey, wasn't Everott's B team looking for her the other day? They said something about her, I don't know, finding something?
Yeah, I think you're right, Gene. She have something of yours, Pig?
She got my gun.
You're fucking with me. Your gun. She had your fucking gun?
Sure did, boss. Heard him loud and clear. The pigs lost his gun to the pigs.
Well, at least I can see you got it back. If you have any questions.
The big man stares at you, still stunned. Too stunned to even drink his beer. Where'd you get all the cop gear?
Dunno. She lives by the water. Shit washes up all the time on the beach.
Police paraphernalia doesn't just wash up on the coast, people. It's not like we dump it at night. She bought it, collected it.
Station 41. A man carries a crate of rusted, unused badges. You think these would net us something at the annual auction? A baffling detective drags a comb futilely across his head. Shit, who'd want those? Just dump them into the river.
Oh, Kim. Who was she?
Was. Like before. Just an old lady. Her kids moved away years ago. Never come to visit. Never took her calls. She gets out every now and then. She did right by lots of us when we were kids. Always was a little off. But still.
Us kids? That must have been ages ago. She was better then.
What's her name? Her real name?
Auntie LaPlante. We always called her. Something LaPlante.
Marianne, amigo.
Marianne the Plant. He says part of something.
Be anything else you wanted to know?
How'd you get like this?
Wanted to be a cop, you mean? Well, shit. I don't actually know. Anyone know why she started acting like a pig?
No fucking clue. It's gotta be the crazy. Who'd want to be a pig?
I can't help but feel partially responsible for the unhealthy culture that woman latched onto. Nah. Someone wanted to set the world right before it ends. Ever think of that?
No, I didn't. Because I'm not fucking stupid, Polizonte.
That's some pretty fucking weird shit to say. The pigs level weird. But whatever gets you through the day.
Thanks for helping me out with this one, Titus.
No problem, old cop man. We take care of our mentally ill here in Martinez. Ain't that right, boys?
Sure enough, we're the real heroes on these streets.
Mutual aid. It's the only way it gets done. All right. Let's talk to Class A. Let's talk about Ruby.
Why?
Civil war is brewing, and the only way to prevent it is to solve a murder. That means I'm talking to Ruby.
Sounds like you want to push this steaming pile of shit on anyone. And now you picked Ruby. Well, not on my watch you won't. Ruby's one of us. We're not gonna throw her under your moral intern steamroller. Fuck that shit.
And fuck you too, moral
He throws a glance at Titus as the last syllable leaves his lips. The big guy laughs.
Ruby is missing. If you hide from the police in a murder investigation, you become a suspect. You know how it works, guys.
That's nothing. That's just legalese. You don't even have a sound theory. I don't want to be rude, but we're trying to get some R&R here. Think you could fuck off now?
I think we'll keep sticking around, Titus. You'll be surprised at how quickly a theory presents itself if you keep looking.
Yeah.
Starting from the right,
I already did
his right, across
43.
in Villalobos, and then stand the emblem on his vest in the far corner. Standard working boot, size 40 in the middle. heaving, an awful smell. His feet stink. In conclusion, these 7 are the actors on the...
Everybody's missing.
The footprints were theirs, but there's a discrepancy.
Everybody's missing, obviously.
Exactly. But none of this is news to you.
Ha!
You stood there for about 4 seconds, not saying anything.
I'm going for now. Let's go check that door. Checking that door. Oh, what was I about to do? It's logic. -1 logic. Itchy pants. I should sell that shirt. Every time I see it, it pisses me off. Going through my stuff. Goofier I look, the better I think. I think I might try that at my new job. Huh. Huh. Interesting. Been wanting to open this door since, like, beginning of the game.
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue. You immediately feel drawn to the color. Blue is for mystery.
All right, the workshop spare key.
The key fits the dimple lock. It takes a bit of effort to turn it after all these years. But then, the lock clicks. Dust rises before you like mist. A tomb? Haunted by regal spirits from distant ages. No. Smells like engine grease and cut wood. A workshop.
Huh. Pinball says a Franco-Nigerian. Themes as horses and swords. This pinball is white Dioria. Backlash shows a female figure in mourning. Note NB. The spare key is tied to the bush outside this corner room window. NB.
This small elevator is dimly lit by a bulb that's been glowing for ages. The latticed cage is open, inviting you to step inside.
Look in.
Smells of nougat and sweat. Your head brushes up against the ceiling. There is a control panel to your right, and just enough room for 2 people to fit in. The maintenance card under the control panel reads, Last maintenance, 10th July, 88.
Says last maintenance was 88.
That it does. I say, let's brave it.
88, this elevator was maintained a long time ago.
The end of the last century. Look on the bright side. If it fails, we will only sustain minor injuries. I'm talking 3, maybe 4 months in the hospital. 5.
It appears his whole enthusiasm is sarcastic.
Look at the elevator controls.
There are large rectangular buttons, monter, descente, and an international call for emergency assistance. That third one appears to be broken. A small steel plaque reads Halter 800. Halter is a Koningsteiner lift company who went out of business a long time ago.
I wonder what this elevator was used for.
Seems like a small freight elevator for transporting machinery. For that, it's pretty quaint.
He taps on the guttering light bulb. It's golden in the dark. Close the doors and go up. I did not die. Small windows, taped shut with black plastic. You can't see outside. Boxes of tools and replacement parts line the shelves. Schematics for a pinball machine. Futurism themed. Huh. Pinball maker's coat. Pinball machine is taken apart and gutted.
So this is where they brought 40 pinball machines to fix them up. A long time ago. Everything is covered with dust now. The lieutenant looks around the dusty, crowded room, inspecting the tools on the shelf.
Looks like they gave up on fixing pinball machines at some point.
At some point, 20 years ago, 15 maybe, before pinball went out of vogue.
This used to be a pinball.
Looks like it. I'm guessing Martinez North 22 used to be a pinball arcade before it became a hostel. There are machines left over.
A creak. Some dust falls off a shelf.
Downstairs in the hall, next to the main door. One of them even works. I've seen one of the hearties bang away at it.
Remember the dice maker? Then that means...
Rolling and Ride was once the East Delta Pinball Arcade. This is all left over from that.
Yes, as the novelty dice maker said. This has absolutely nothing to do with the case, I'm sure. But I do like a nice little connection.
He makes a note in his notebook.
But then it went bankrupt. Your skin crawls from making the connection.
Could this mean the Rolling and Ride is really part of the Doom commercials area?
That's true. Then our cafeteria manager is not going to like it. We should tell him what we found up here, omitting that suspicion. He does not appear to be the kind of man who likes his establishment to be part of a neighborhood ghost story about bankruptcy.
Stupid superstition. But still, it would be interesting to see what the cafeteria manager thinks of this. It's not a ghost story. It's a curse, and God ought to be made knowledgeable so he can perform.
Oh, what's this?
You clearly see footprints in the downy carpet of dust covering the workshop floor.
Jackpot. These, unlike everything else here, are new.
Something's been here within the last week or 2.
3 weeks maximum, from the dust coverage. It could easily have been 1 week too. You know, officer,
He looks at you.
it was a stereo investigation after all. It has now converged with our main investigation, adding a new fact to consider.
Okay, what does this mean?
It means someone snuck through what seems like a secret route leading to the roof. The roof from where you can shoot our victim. This is significant. These prints, officer, could be the prints of our killer. And if not, at least there are a good argument for this Ruby doing it, to present to Titus.
Have a closer look.
Large prints, most likely made by Boots. The size is hard to determine. Sole could be bigger than Vamp. The soles have left a pattern, uniform, horizontal lines. One person has been here. They've gone back and forth. The tips point both ways.
Print doesn't like the odd sole print we found at the hanging, Kim.
The size looks about the same, actually. They're not the same shoe, but they could be the same person. I wouldn't rule out Ruby coming here yet. This isn't an argument against her. People change shoes, you know? But it's not an argument for her either.
Prints look like one person went back and forth.
That and that.
He points at the elevator doors in the corner and he points at the barred door. Doesn't look like the worker's boots from the hanging, does it?
No. These little horizontal lines are different. They look custom-made to me. Or some kind of foreign print. Hard to say. Still a boot, though.
Everything around you is quiet. The prints crisscross the workshop floor.
Let's move on. Okay. I'm glad I have my flashlight out. Tiny hole in the wall. You see a bedroom on the other side.
You can almost see the shape of a man and a woman writhing inside, bathed in drug sweat and dirty linens. Bottles lie around everywhere.
Seeing the classiest bedroom from here.
I can barely see through. Better not to jump to sensationalist conclusions here. The footprints on the floor, however, definitely suspicious.
What are those people doing in there?
You lean closer to the peephole instinctively. I bet they're doing something quite unnatural. They're sensationally unnatural.
Finish the thought.
This is the inside of the barred door you've seen before.
Unbar the door.
I was just thinking, what a nice day for questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
strange answer to win. Okay. I'll be back. Oh yeah, I want to go put another point in something. Doing pretty good in this stack right now. What do I feel at this moment? What do I feel? Huh. I feel like sitting on that point. Not much here, really.
All these mesmerizing machines, just waiting to be plugged back in and played.
Run your finger across the dust of wet Diora machine.
Feels like it might jump back to life any moment. The lights illuminating the white-robed woman.
What's the white Diora?
Some kind of inane pinball theme, probably related to Messina during the DeLorean age. The history themes are the worst.
Diora was one of the 3 crown cities of the DeLorean era, on the Muindi Isola, the others being Ria Silvia and Advesperasket.
I'd never will say that.
Is all about early airships and beautiful, sad, pearl-laden women. It's quite nice, actually. The Lieutenant grimaces looking at the machines.
Sounds like you don't enjoy pinball.
No, I love it. I love pinball. Who doesn't love pinball? Let's move on.
He doesn't.
How about the other one? Franco-Nigerian ball. Want to play that?
No.
Come on. How about you fire up one of these bad boys and play some ball?
You can't fire them up. They are broken. Only that one machine in the main hall works. The Royalist Pinball.
Come on.
What a dumb name. Royalist Pinball. If they weren't broken, he would kick one of these machines about now.
Think. Kim.
Kim Pinball Kitsuragi.
AKA Kimball.
Exactly. That's what he's known as. His reputation precedes him.
Hey. You're Kim Pinball Kitsuragi.
So now he remembers.
He looks at you in the silence of the workshop, takes off his glasses, cleans them up.
Fine, I'm Kim Pinball Kitsuragi, aka the Kimball. You remembered. Congratulations.
He's not happy. But wait, I can't still remember anything else.
Wonderful. He only remembers hearing about the pinball policeman.
You don't really seem to like pinball.
No human being should. It is a game that requires no skill and a childlike affinity to flashing lights and to fantastique, science fiction, and historic romance franchise.
Romance.
It is lame.
This is someone's ugly joke, isn't it?
I am not called Pinball. It was used to taunt me a long time ago, before I became a homicide detective and got my lieutenancy.
I'm sorry.
Fine. I was a juvenile police officer for over 15 years. It's how I started out in the RCM. Once I had to infiltrate a pinball ring, as you do when you're a juvie cop.
Okay.
It was not okay. I needed to become a pinball champion.
Oh, hi.
I trained for 9 months. The job was successful and I was moved out of the juvenile wing to homicide.
Cut tax paid. Oh, maybe some people didn't see it. Say hi. Say hi. Oops. Oh, you squirmy little worm. Come on. You want to get set up? Just get set up. Okay? You heard me talking. Get your legs out of my cords. Oh, there we go. Good boy. The cat says hi to you.
End of story.
You're a juvie cop for 15 years?
That time is over now. I was already a 38-year-old man. It was unbecoming, as was playing pinball.
So that's why you didn't talk to Kuno.
It's best if you handle the juvenile delinquents.
You're Lieutenant don't worry, I'll keep calling you Kim.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is good too. Now, we really need to continue our sweep of what appears to be a secret path through the whirling.
Ugh. Poor dude. That's $5. I'll take that. What's this?
Over there, in the corner.
Pinball machine.
Not just any pinball machine. This is the pinnacle of pinball. Cornelius Gordy and the Mountain Goats. It's lit. You can't wait to get your hands on it. Lit. A phrase almost synonymous with the Insulindian pinball scene. Any pinball scene, really.
You see what I'm seeing? Point the machine.
The pinball machine. Gordy's Goats, a classic.
Oh, it's more than just a classic. A must-play. All serious pinballers have attempted a tempo run.
Wait, you played it?
A little.
Let's take a closer look.
Ah, great.
Lieutenant size.
Cornelius Gordy and the Mountain Goats reads the golden lettering on top of the back box. There's a small column of text underneath. The machine is coin-operated. Get the game on, Fingerboy. Those flippers are ready.
Lean closer to read the text.
Above the painting of a mustached man climbing a hill, a column reads, inspired by the legend of Cornelius Gordy, taken on the world's tallest peak, Corpus Windy. The Mesk legend holds that when the nation is in danger, heroic Gordy shall return and save his people.
Let's do it, Equus. If you haven't seen this before, inspect the playing field.
The theme of the game is to explore Gordy's climb through the perspective of goats and to ascend to the top of the mountain in a time of trouble.
Let's do it.
The mountain is at the top of the playfield. All the balls have small goat icons on them and represent the goats as they race up and down the mountain. Areas around the playfield represent Gordy's climb, places he was said to have camped, which the goats can discover. Get them to the summit.
What's with all the goats?
Indeed. Think of them as balls.
Let's do it.
It takes a while to get into a rhythm, but pretty soon you're able to keep 3 goat-faced balls in play with relative ease. Go, go, Fingerboy.
I feel sorry for the goats. If they only knew the kind of guy old Cornelius really was.
What kind of guy was he?
The kind of a guy who uses the word savages a lot when recounting his travels. A masked nationalist.
Of course he's a racist mountaineer.
An avid huntsman too. He was often photographed in his dining hall, surrounded by wall-mounted hunting trophies from every continent.
That's not cool.
He also hit his wife and kids. Other people's kids too. Pets. Hateful little man.
I mean, sometimes you do gotta hit other people's kids. I will say that.
But you seem to be having fun.
I'm pretty good at this.
Your game is definitely improving. The jolly goats are flying all over the board, and although a few plummet to their deaths, you're never left with less than 3. Suddenly, a special passage leading to the summit slides open at the top of the board. This is where the balls need to go.
Concentrate, aim for the narrow passage.
Maneuvering a goat ball into a position for a perfect hit isn't easy. More fall to their deaths. But finally, the opportunity presents itself. One tiny hammer shatters something inside the machine. Something glass. An ampoule? The words "pale rupture" light up on the speaker.
Whoa.
And the machine starts filling with a thick, milky fog. Something's happening.
Congratulations. This is where the game ends. It's a cheap way of getting more money out of the players. A stupid nihilistic finale.
There's so much fog, you can barely see anything. Some is actually leaking out of the machine, and one by one, your goats start slipping, disappearing into the milky nothingness. This can be navigated. The balls leave almost imperceptible disruptions in the fog. Use them to calculate where they hit next. You're down to your last goat. going mostly by sound. Eyes are useless at this point, but that goat is something special. 5 times you snatch him back from the jaws of death. You're in a perfectly balanced system where neither you nor the POW is able to get the upper hand. This could go on forever.
Stay on the ball.
With automation-like precision, you keep the final goat ball in play, reacting to the tiniest stimuli, floating in the flow state. The fog is clearing, and suddenly the old speaker crackles. Gordy Ball is lit.
Yes. Yes. That's all right. Larkin's just fine. I'm just glad to have you here, Vanna.
A panel opens up at the top of the playfield, and a new ball charges downhill. It's larger than the goats and matte black. Cornelius spell the white letters running across the equator. So violent is its descent, it immediately knocks the last goat into the abyss. Then proceeds to bounce all across the board as if carried by some demonic otherworldly inertia. High score, announce the speakers, and the whole machine lights up. Then the flippers retract, leaving a perfect opening for the Gordy Ball to join the goats backstage. Cornelius vanishes, and the machine powers off.
That's amazing.
Lieutenant mumbles. He sounds a lot of breath. I think I won, Kim.
You didn't just win. No one I know has ever beaten Gordy's goats. That is a monumental achievement, Detective.
Who's the king of pinball, Kim?
Congratulations, Your Highness. That was really impressive.
Lieutenant replies. His knuckles touch yours and he smiles.
The machine needs a good service before anyone else can even attempt it again.
Yeah, Gardy Ball's lit. It's time to move on.
Yes. Good times.
Once again, the machine becomes one with the dust and the darkness. Life has left it, unlikely to ever return. The machine is dead and silent.
You never saw that, Equisk? Oh.
Master Investigator, you just can't keep yourself away from locked and hidden places, can you?
My duty as a cop to investigate every square inch of this world.
Attaboy. The world's secrets were made for you. They wait patiently for you to uncover them.
Heck yeah. But I do. Get stuff done. Okay. Let's go ruin someone's day. What did I just get? Currently set up for logic, so let's go do that. They must have just added that, huh?
Hey, was there something you needed?
That's another thing at the whirling.
Another thing. Great. I love those.
What if I told you I got into the back room behind the blue steel door?
Okay, well, I did hear you make noise back there, so good for you.
He controls his excitement well.
He's really holding himself back here. It takes a lot of willpower not to ask. Obviously, he's been wanting to know what's behind the door.
Aren't you going to ask me what's back there?
Okay, what is back there?
Pinball machines. A pinball workshop.
Ha! I knew it. I've always wondered where those machines by the door came from. And they told me there was some kind of pinball thing here too.
Nope, flashlight's mine. You're getting in his face.
I knew it. Were there any back there? In working order, I mean.
Why? You want to play? I might be up for a game.
No, I was just wondering if you found pinball machines there.
He appears to be making a calculation in his head.
He was wondering about something business related, about how much money he could make of one.
Thinking about turning this place back into a pinball arcade?
No, but we could diversify the entertainment options, seeing as you've opened the door back there. The machine we have in the corner now is broken. It wouldn't hurt to get a little life in here, other than the hellish karaoke machine. That one's always causing trouble.
Yeah, those numbers he's adding up must be making good sense to him right now. He should still know. You have to be forewarned about these things.
There's a peephole in the wall.
What wall?
Upstairs in the secret back room right next to Class A's room. I found it when I found the pinball machines.
I'll have it fixed at once. Thank you for letting me know. I assure you, the Whirling does not abide spying on its guests.
Don't be a creep.
The color has drained from his face.
Are you sure you haven't been spying on the guests?
Absolutely not. Fuck you.
Ooh.
Even implying it. It wasn't me. It wasn't my stuff. The establishment will look at it and ascertain what it was.
Well, he's definitely not lying. He wouldn't endanger this business like that.
Sir, he was only asking a question. It's his job and mine. See that it's covered.
Yes, I absolutely will. Sorry, it's been a bit of a day. And now a hole in the wall.
Maybe someone on the staff was curious?
No, we don't hire staff like that. Thank you for letting me know, and it will be taken care of as soon as possible.
Alright, you've been notified.
I'll patch it up personally. Was there something else about the establishment?
I have to warn you. I may have discovered the Whirling is part of the Doom commercial area.
What? Why would you say that? We're at a completely different address from that whole thing.
So he knows of the doomed commercial area and its address. He's thought about this.
So wait, you know of the curse?
Everyone knows of it.
Whirling is listed in the intercom outside. What's one of the businesses in business B? Get your wiring fixed. I tried to call you and couldn't reach you.
I've been working here for a long time, and that intercom has never been used by the Whirling.
Hold on, not once? Oh, man. Whirling was once the East Delta Pinball Arcade, which failed, although perhaps the Whirling will escape the curse.
Does this look like part of a doomed commercial area? This pre-revolutionary tilework, these high ceilings, the nice rooms, well, most of the rooms. For 14 years, man. That's how long I've worked here. I've kept this place up through hail and through sleet. Fuck me, if some doom ghost.
Who owns this place?
Some real estate management company. They never come around here, just collect money from afar. Honestly, I think some money laundering might be involved.
Who named it Whirling in Rags?
Well, it sure as hell wasn't the real estate company.
It was you?
You look surprised. What? It's a great name, I know. Cafeteria managers come up with great names too. It's from a song.
A song?
Hail, Holy Queen, by the Ateniers. Hail, Holy Queen of the Sea. You're whirling in rags, you're vast and you're sad.
Good pick.
Must really care about this place if you worked here for so long.
Yeah, it's slowly growing on me again. It's beautiful in its own way, especially for this neighborhood. I've been trying to keep it that way.
Good for you.
Even if it is part of the damn doomed commercial area.
You really shouldn't be worried about that label, you know.
I don't place much stock in the curse and so on, but the label frightens the clientele. Who wants to stay at a doomed hostel? Everything's doomed enough without that.
Well, good luck to you in this place, then.
Luck has got nothing to do with it. I need to think about where I'm going to place those pinballs. I have a feeling they're going to help.
Against the doom, it's implied.
So, if you didn't have anything else to tell me about my establishment, wrap it up.
There's something else I want to ask you. Goodbye. I have a very sleepy kitten on my lap. Except he's not a kitten anymore. He's kind of a goofy teenager and a little too chonky. Because the housemate feeds him too much. He's always crying. You see, crying for food. I'd move the camera so you can see him, but he's just a black shape. Nothing really to see. Okay. Let's do a quick save. We're gonna go shake down Titus one more time. Do it.
It's you again. What is it?
You're gonna tell me what's up, and I'm gonna get what I need. Impossible. Very high. Found the Union box. Saw the winch outside. Staged like a play. Reconstructed the community scene. Secret route found. Ruby is a drug trader established. That's 7, 8.
A sudden flash of lightning in your neocortex. The hostel cafeteria is lit by its airy blaze. Floor plans, bullet trajectories, webs of human emotion, all channeled into a single thought.
You're absolutely sure she didn't off him. Why?
Because she was here all night with us.
He's cobbling together shit so he can put her away. It's Cop 101.
She was here all night? 11:30 to 12:15? She was here during all that time?
Yeah, with us, drinking, near the stage there.
Didn't go out for fresh air for one smoke?
No.
The whole 45-minute window, she was with you all the time?
All right. She took a fucking leak, okay? For one moment. Maybe went out too. She has an operation to run from. We're not getting into what that operation is again, Cop. And just because she was gone for 5 minutes doesn't mean she magically got to the roof and shot him. I've been through this. It's not plausible.
He's been through it. That means he suspected her too. All right, we're in. We got Ruby unaccounted for sometime during the window. This was crucial. Now let's place her on that roof.
You notice the winch out back? On the outer wall of the whirling?
I've seen the winch. I'm not blind. You saying she reeled herself up by her collar. Like some kind of...
You can't come up with the analogy.
Kidding?
Let's go with that. Point is, it's just a rusty winch.
You do agree the shot...
Put her on the roof.
You do agree the shot came from the roof?
Why not? You can't draw a straight line into Clausia's window from any of the surrounding buildings. Not from what I know about Martinez. Maybe from the coast. But like I said, I've been too busy dealing with you idiots. So no, I don't think it was a sniper. It was close up.
72% chance that bullet came from the roof.
72%. There's a percentage and all. Where'd you get it from? Your guys in the lab?
Analyze it on the spot. Turns out I can do that.
No, you can't. I know what you did here on the weekend. People talk. And what they say doesn't sound like a science cop. You're a madman.
Those numbers were an asshole, man.
Yeah, and they don't put her on the roof either. It's just mambo jumbo. He hasn't got shit.
Oh, snap, indeed. The secret route in the kitchen, at least straight to the roof. Looks like through an abandoned pinball workshop.
People say there was a pinball arcade here, sometime before the hostel. What was it called, Theo?
East Delta Pinball Arcade. Weird place. Went bankrupt.
Okay, but how'd you get up? There's no room for a staircase in this building. Or an elevator for that matter.
You want to come and see?
The elevator is outside the building. It's an old dumbwaiter used for moving pinball machines up and down from the workshop.
Good one, Cam.
Thank you.
The lieutenant is glad he got the floor plan right there.
From there, a door leads straight to the roof. You can just step outside.
Ruby could have gone up, shot him, come down. All under 7 minutes.
That's quite the theory. We need to have a look at that secret passage, boys.
I'm on it, boss. Right when the law clears, me and Angus are going up there.
It's a dumbwaiter, not an industrial lift. How about I go instead of...
Shush now. You got something else to back this route up? Or is that it?
Also found footprints upstairs in the old workshop.
Footprints. Recent.
Recent. Week or two.
That close, huh? How fortunate. I'll take a thorough look at those prints myself before I believe that, Cop. Good news is, I'm still listening.
Guess what? I remembered the key I found there. Points at the window.
I don't like guessing, Cop. No one does.
It opens the steel door in the kitchen, the one that leads upstairs to the roof. This key was right here, with you, all the time.
You didn't find it, but Ruby did. That's how she got up there.
Quit jumping to conclusions, Theo. You took that key. Did it look like it was recently put there?
No, the ribbon was old, faded. It had been there for 20 years at least.
Could have made a copy.
And then put it back. Why? It's damn interesting you found it there, but it doesn't fit with Ruby, and you know it.
It doesn't fit well, but it fits, and he knows it.
Have we firmly established Ruby could have had access to the roof when the man was shot?
Firmly doesn't go well with could've. There's a route to the roof. Me and the boys need to check it out. That's what we've established. But a route does not put that bullet in his head. A gun does that, and Ruby doesn't carry one.
Phase 2, murder weapon. Get a gun in her hand. If not that, then at least a shadow of a doubt, in the shape of a gun. Just don't contradict yourself. If it doesn't sound like Ruby did it, maybe keep it to yourself. But what if you miss interesting information that way? The choice is ultimately yours. But...
No. No. Already established Ruby's running drugs. You could have smuggled guns too.
Damn, that's just about your favorite topic, isn't it? Every fucking 5 seconds.
Saying is, from what I saw in her cabin, she'd have no problem getting a gun.
Trouble. This is Revachol. Even the roid heads in the gym had a carbine. No one has trouble getting a gun. I still never saw her carry one.
I don't think she does, but I need to get some leverage in order to go talk to her.
He must be referenced in some past case of theirs. He's angry because he knows you're right. What he's saying only confirms your theory.
Harry tried trouble, yeah. I have analyzed the bullet that killed him. It was jacketed. Woman shrugs and looks at you.
So it had to come from a breech-loading rifle. Military grade. Not even you militia monkeys have those. This goes against your everyone has a gun theory. If it was military grade, how'd Ruby get it?
Just because it's rare doesn't mean you can't get it.
That's exactly what it means.
That wasn't strong.
And sad proof she had the murder weapon. This is that we need to find her.
All right, Carl. Keep talking. I'll tell you when I've had enough.
T, we're not seriously considering it, are we? Ruby wouldn't do this. Why would she do something like this?
Phase 3, motive. The last component.
He's already the leader. It's not, why did she kill him? Why did she organize the cover-up?
And I suppose you have a theory on that.
Could have been covering up for herself, Titus.
Think about it. Why go through all that effort? It was her idea, wasn't it? The hanging. You went along, but she suggested it.
She had, like, a fully formed plan.
Oh, nice going, Shanky.
When she came back downstairs.
Really, Shanks? Claudia wanted to talk to another girl, that's all. She was just the first one up there. I could have come up with that plan if I'd have been first.
Time for a logics demonstration.
Shanky, let's assume you killed him.
I didn't do it, fucker. It wasn't my plan.
You probably did, though.
It's just a thought experiment. Think, Shanky. You killed him. You got up there, shot him, cut down.
Would you prefer to go on trial with your buddies as part of a lynch mob or alone for committing murder?
Fuck you, man. I would never fuck my guys over like that.
He squeaks in indignation.
She didn't either. She would never do that. Why aren't more of you defending her? This is fucking stupid, Titus.
Glenn, I thought the same thing when she skipped town and left us in this shit.
Oh, so he didn't rule her out completely.
There we go.
She skipped down. This is good.
Titus, you have to see it. Things don't add up. We need to talk to her.
Silence. He looks around the room.
Oh, yeah.
The old man in the corner nods. A very small nod. And a trickle of tobacco spit on his lip.
Yeah, I see it. There's one more thing I've been wondering about ever since you asked me where she is. Add it to your list of suspicions, if you want. I don't know where she went. She just got up and left. Got real scared, too. Wouldn't tell me where. However hard I asked. Want to know why?
Why is that?
She was afraid I would tell you. Maybe she was right. By now, I probably would.
She knew there's evidence on her, and she knew we'd find it. This is typical suspect behavior. Why fleeing is always incriminatory.
No. Chill, Kim.
Perhaps. Ask her if you find her. It won't be easy, though. She made sure of that.
You know what she's doing with Ulan frequencies?
What now? I have no idea. Boys?
She said she's building a pale emitter.
What?
We were talking about radio equipment. She said she's doing Ulan frequencies and a pale something. I don't know more.
This guy barely understands what he's talking about.
There you have it. Pale something.
What was she scared of?
I told you. You.
As in me personally?
You. The cop with the sideburns and the disco clothes.
But sorry, why does everybody flee the sight of my shadow?
Seems you have that effect. Especially on women.
Right. That's the second one now who's trying to flee you.
Oh, I should take a point of damage for that one.
You know, when I first saw you limping here, I thought she was paranoid or sniffing her own supply. But now I'm not so sure.
When did she leave?
Friday afternoon, when you first arrived. I got word the RCM was in town. Then she came in to see me. Told me she was leaving. That's when we had our little conversation.
What else did we tell you about me?
She said you have a funny taste in clothes and that you won't stop.
Won't stop?
Until you have something on her. She said she's heard of you from Jamrock, that you're a human can opener, that you play suspects against each other. Open them up like cans.
And then when they're all empty, just move on to the next can. Don't look back unless there was something you missed.
Fucking hell. Titus, did he just...
Open Angus up like a can? Yes, he did. Now, we can whine about it, whack him, or we can go on with our lives. I'm having a go on with our lives kind of day, Al. How about you?
Yeah.
Silence. He nods.
That's true, Kim. Am I a can opener?
You are insistent.
Anything else? Anything?
Yeah, there was something else. She wouldn't tell me, though. I could see she wanted to. It was burning on her lips. This called Titus, this called Pete. But she was too scared.
Titus comes off a lot smarter than I expected. Any clue? Have you looked for her?
A little. On the coast.
Where have you looked for her, more precisely?
More precisely, on the coast, past the waterlock. She's not here, so I'm thinking she's there.
Oh yeah, I suspected that. But...
Who's doing this looking? They're all here.
Who's out looking? You're all here.
Lizzie needed some air.
Didn't go to tell Everett.
No one goes to tell Everard anything. He knows what he has to know. Fast.
It's called a radio, you believe. The gardener may have played you a game when she stormed out. She has her own plan.
You have any clues on where Ruby went?
She's not far. We know that much. She didn't take her lorry, so she's on foot.
Good fucking luck, man. She knows this place like the back of her hand. You'll never find her.
Yeah, Al. And we won't either.
She's not really a hardy candidate anymore, is she?
And stares into her beard.
She's not, Glenn.
You tell me where on the coast I should start looking?
Sure. There's some shit houses there. A cinder block town. The fisherfolk there refuse to unionize. So, that's one place we haven't looked. I hear they have a shack where junkies sometimes crash. Time for you to step up.
We will start there. One more question. What does Ruby look like?
Boyish. Hair's red. Dyed. She looks like a Lowry man.
Not much, but it'll do.
Have to.
Puts his hand out, shake it.
His grip is firm and reassuring, like holding a piece of unpolished granite. Not just granite, tightly packed RCM sergeant material.
Just think.
No, he already is a sergeant. That's what you're feeling. He just wasn't sure what you are.
Whew. Oh, 2 points. 2 points sitting in my hands. What do I need? That's always the question. Okay. Jam, rock, shuffle. And nah. Don't have anything else. I shouldn't have unlocked that. Oh well. What can I do? That was a mistake. So now I have to do something. Oh, I bought an extra spot here when I really shouldn't have, because I don't have anything other good thoughts I can try taking. All right. I mean, I could. None of these seem interesting. I mean, other than date of birth generator. That's 7 hours. Wasteland of Real. Jam Rock Shuffle. Okay. That's a little past 11 here. I'm going to do a few more little things. Thanks everybody for watching tonight.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and
Radio.
Precinct 57, how may I assist you?
Back to the 41st again.
Just a moment, officer.
10-4, come in, officer. Over.
I'd like to report I found my badge.
10-4, sir, glad to hear that. I'll write down that there is no need to issue a new one to you then. Over.
10-10, over.
Roger that. 10-10, over and out.
Radio. Oh.
This is Precinct 57, how may I...
Armored boots.
Yes, I got the mercenary's name and a few biographical details. Are you ready?
Yes.
The lieutenant leans in to listen, notebook in hand.
Shoot.
That suit of armor was issued to an Oranese citizen named Ellis Cortenaer.
Ellie.
E-L-L-I-S K-O-R-T-E-N-A-I-R. Exact date of birth, unknown. He was signed into the Lelystad County Neonatal Care Unit on the 28th of February, 09.
Neonatal Care Unit?
He was found as a newborn in a leaf compactor near an abandoned farm. He spent 4 months in the neonatal unit, survived apparently, and was assigned to a foster family at 2.
According to Clausia, Lele said his real name wasn't really his. Perhaps that's because he was fostered.
This is what the ICP knows about him. He was raised by foster parents, entered the Eastbrand Military Academy in Vredefort at 17, then served in the Oranese forces till he was honorably discharged in 41, just a year before the Seminese conflict. Then the armor followed him to Seminine, or at least I assume it did. And that's it. There are no records of his employment in Crenel, or any of its other incarnations, or him even entering Revachol.
He was found on a leaf compactor?
It's a garden tool used to press leaves into these cubes. It's a detail the hospital had, the only detail in these files. So I thought it would be good for you to know.
It is. Thank you, Alice.
Any information on his foster parents?
None, officer. Sorry.
So all we had to connect him to the Colonel. The Colonel is the arm.
Even that is a small miracle. These organizations usually double-check their inventory. Thank you, Alice. Great work.
He leans closer and shouts.
No problem, Lieutenant.
Well, we have his name and service record now.
This is very good. Elise Cortenard.
Sometimes police work is about human dignity, about giving back names to anonymous victims.
I'm glad the inquiry was helpful to your investigation, officer. Did you have any other questions?
Done with the radio for now.
7th, over and out.
In the cabin, you see a...
Well, in that case, I still got another point here. Haha. Got my gun back. I feel like I'm gonna need it. The untouchable man. That is me. Ask about Ruby in the village.
Inside, you see a set
Stop.
of steering levers, a radio microphone.
Very hard to click around this kitten. He's just dead asleep, and I'm mashing his face, and he doesn't care. He is as happy as can be.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
Have you seen a red-haired woman named Ruby around the coast?
Nay, I haven't seen anyone lately.
Because she's blind, which you seem to have forgotten.
Okay, but you know who I'm talking about.
This is my little cinder block town. I know what goes on around here.
She's being evasive. She knows something.
There was a murder in Martinez. She might be a suspect. We would appreciate your help.
Would you now? I know how this world works, and it doesn't work when people tell on each other.
This isn't about the union, you know. You don't have to worry about retaliation.
Ah, I should have known. This is yet another union mess. I'm not afraid of them, you know. We are not in the habit of being afraid around here.
I see. You know something, but you decided not to tell us.
There's not much to tell. People come and go. Now, was there something else?
I see, ma'am. I hope you don't mind if we look around anyway.
You should look around your shack. Maybe she's rented it out to others too.
Let's go take a look. Got my flashlight out. Hey, what's that?
As you look at the floorboards in this corner of the shack, it's clear one of them isn't quite level with the others.
That's not good for her. I'm fine.
The edge of a floorboard next to it looks scratched.
Move the board aside.
Space underneath the floorboards is dark and damp. You can barely make out the mixture of sand and sawdust below.
What's in there?
Nothing particular catches your eye. Looks like more reeds. There might be something hidden inside the sand, though. Something bad. Someone's night thoughts. A last
Ooh.
report. A bad
Ooh. Search my hand.
You stick your hand in and start combing through the sand. Dry, not like outside. Fine dust. And then something hard wrapped in paper.
What is it?
A small cylindrical object. You pull it out. A bullet. A 9mm bullet, to be exact. Fit for all muzzle loaders of that caliber. Like your own.
No, this is a 9mm, not 4.6.
Isn't interested. Maybe the washerwoman is. You have enough to confront her with.
Bullet isn't for a breach.
It's extra ammunition. She's locked and loaded, ready to fight some cops.
I want. Hi, Kim.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up.
Why was there a bullet underneath the floorboards?
That girl.
Remember softly.
And without anger, a long and harsh life has taught her not to buckle under pressure.
A bullet?
Lieutenant turns to you and gives a little nod and turns to the washerwoman.
You didn't put it there, did you? She did.
Gone and hid things in there? She's usually a good tenant, and not a stupid one either.
You rented the room to her?
Yes, I let my room to that Ruby girl.
She speaks slowly, wringing out a rag after a long silence. Her hands move to the water bucket. The water sloshes over the edge.
As I've done before when she's been in trouble or just looking for solitude. I've made it clear. We welcome all kinds of people here.
When was this?
She came last Friday, left on Monday in a hurry. What has she gotten herself into? That girl.
Her wrinkled hand needs a blue rag in the water.
That's for the police to find out. Right then, please answer each question to the best of your ability. I'm sure we have a few.
Did she have any technical equipment with her, like radio stuff?
Not that I know of, though she was into nice music. She once showed me a few mixtape milieu she'd made.
She presses her forehead with the back of her hand. Water drips to the ground.
Although I guess she was pretty handy with the mechanical and technical stuff. Even fixed the heater in the shack.
That's why the wires are sticking out.
Thankful for that.
And I am.
She may simply have kept the equipment elsewhere.
Why do you think she left the bullet in there?
How would I know? She's a gruff one, but not violent. She doesn't go around toting a gun.
She looks back towards her shack, thinking.
You could ask her about your hunch, that it was a desperate measure.
I have a
Ruby fits the bill.
I have a possible explanation in my mind.
Aye. Do tell.
It's an exit plan.
Exit from what?
This world.
The lieutenant stops writing for a moment. He looks at you, then at the old woman.
No, she's a fighter.
Tilts her head, looking up at you, deep in thought.
She really believes that.
What was she like, Ruby?
She's good company. Knows how to talk to an old woman. At my age, you don't get a lot of quality conversation. So I really appreciate that about her.
She rubs her cold hands together.
Did she talk to you much during her last stay?
Not at all.
No, she was mostly silent this time. Kept to herself. She tried not to let it show, but I could tell she hadn't come to fish. Usually she likes to cast a few lines, but this time she mostly stayed in her room.
This room exactly as she left it?
I cleaned it, like I always do.
Anything else there?
No.
Mm-hmm.
The truth, sire.
You said she left on Monday.
Yes, early with the dogs, around 8 o'clock, I think.
Okay. Kitten, you gotta go. My legs are falling asleep. You are too heavy. I might have to do that, Equus.
She probably heard the lieutenant's Kanema drive by, and it woke her up, just like it did you.
She must have heard your Kanema, Kim.
Yes. That is a downside of having a 130 kilowatt engine. It lets the bad guys know when you are coming.
His voice is tinged with pride. Where did she go?
I don't know. Further up the coast. She tried to leave quietly, but the hinges on that door screeched like a cat in heat. Woke me up. I heard her rushing in those heavy boots, heading up north.
It's a peninsula. She might be trapped.
You'll never find her, you know. She knows the coast like the back of her hand. You only just arrived.
Her tone is without malice.
I wouldn't worry about that, ma'am. We are persistent.
I'm sure she can go somewhere further up the coast we go.
Are you sure you would rather stay here? Get a nice cozy fire going in the heater? Seems like a better idea to me.
The Feld electric mural. You feel like you should go look at it again. Step closer this time.
One thing, officer. If you do find her, please go easy on her.
Looks around. The air is getting colder.
She's a good girl. Whatever she's gotten herself mixed up in.
I know she didn't do it. Doesn't make any sense. It just simply doesn't. But I could be wrong.
You see a once bright mural towering above you. The signage has peeled off over the years.
Feld device.
You can still make out.
Thanks for that one, Equus.
Electrical R&D. A slogan used to intertwine with the loops.
Step closer.
The mural. A collapsed roof. Broken windows set in walls that are cracking and will soon also fall. And the coastal breeze rustling and sighing in the remains of the edifice. Feld Electrical. How ironic. All these dark rooms. Feld Electrical. You only know them as a small company that makes ink cartridges. Looks like they used to be big. There's something in the wind. Sometimes the only way to go forward is to fail first.
Did Ruby be in here?
In there? She could. Or she could be in the identical room over there, or in that boat shack, in that church tower, maybe.
Why single out this one building?
Heard about the empty trap. Heard Lena's true story. Reconstructed execution. Made the awful call. In front of the pigs. Established the nightclub. Discovered the anomaly. Death notification. Found the jacket. With the 2 shivers, I'm gonna go for a 20.
Even though you're sure you succeeded, all is quiet. There is no cold hand brushing against your forehead, no rustle in the reeds. The wind has died down. The ruin in front of you is silent as a tomb.
What's I even attempting to do here?
Trying to talk to the wind, the city. Whatever you thought would happen did not. And now you're just standing there in the pale of the morning, with your hands fallen to your side. Is trying to talk to the city something you've done before? Is it in your secret repertoire? A trick for when you're out of ideas?
Be anywhere. How do we find her?
I was really hoping she'd be in the village. Okay.
This guy's size gets a hold of himself.
She's probably north of the village, and this place is a peninsula. We already scanned most of the outdoor areas on our wild cryptid hunt, so we have an understanding of the geography, at least. And then there's the church. We've already searched that and can rule it out. I know it doesn't feel like progress, but exclusion is a step too. Anyway, we do it the old-fashioned way, sector by sector. Go over the whole peninsula, ask the locals, enter the places where we can enter first, like we did in the village.
If that fails?
Then, if we're desperate, we can look where we can't enter. Bunkers, storm drainage, displays. I'm sure it won't come to that.
Looks behind him at the dark red box crumbling across the chasm.
Walk the coast, the old boardwalk, the reeds. You can always come back here and talk to the wind again. Look where it already got you. An adventure awaits. An adventure on the windswept urban coast.
Listen again.
Suddenly, there's a sigh, carried on the molecules around you, moving, flowing from high pressure to low pressure, like that of a woman emptying her lungs. She wraps the collapsing stone box in front of you in her breath, flowing through it.
Where does it go?
In through the collapsed roof, flowing down a concrete staircase to the basement, sweeping away footprints in the dust on the stairs. And then the beach below the boardwalk, its winding tunnels, a whisper away.
What is happening?
She's down there.
Whoa! Sorry, I did not expect that. I think she's down there, below this building.
Okay. Why?
We looked everywhere else.
Right. How do we get in there? The doors were on the collapsed side of this building. They're gone, basically.
Finally, my time to shine.
The ladder next to the sign. Perhaps I can climb up it?
Perhaps you can climb them. We are not climbing anything. I'm 43 years old, and I plan to live to see 70.
All your stats in your head know you intimately. None of them know Shivers.
There has to be a way to use brute force. Climbing sounds unsafe. Brute force is safe. Look around and find something to break if the ladder fails. Leads to the rooftop. Some of the rungs are missing.
Yeah, that doesn't look good at all.
Assess the situation.
The distances between the remaining rungs are rather wide. You'd have to use the mounting brackets. However, they seem corroded and the peeling rust is razor sharp. In addition, the first rung is going to be tough to reach. It's what, 3 meters above the ground? And you're 180?
180 sounds about right.
Not to mention that the roof is collapsing and the wind gets pretty brutal up there. Dismounting from the ladder is going to be hard. Perhaps if you were to not climb the ladder. Instead, what if you were to do something more subtle? What if you were to reconceptualize climbing the ladder? Astral projection. Be open-minded about this.
I'm not ready to do this yet. What's this?
An old pipe peeks out from beneath the rotten boards of the boardwalk. Could this be an alternative path into the fell building? A building like this must have multiple doors serving various functions. Perhaps a basement access.
Come closer and look in.
Your eyes slowly begin to adjust to the darkness inside the drainage pipe. The lieutenant looks over your shoulder.
What's in there?
A thin layer of snow gleams inside the pipe.
What else?
As your eyes adjust, you see some trash. Crumpled up newspapers, cigarette butts. Someone has half-heartedly spray painted.
Sorry. I can try teleporting anyways.
And nothing. Broken glass from bottles thrown against the walls of the pipe. A syringe.
Can we get into the fell building for this pipe?
Given that this isn't a martial arts thriller, it's highly unlikely, and not without risk to our health either. However, the pipe suggests there may be an entrance to the basement around...
Push to the side of the reason.
And it's right here. A maintenance door.
Points at a rusted double door right in front of the pipe, secured by the reeds.
It's jammed shut. The subtle approach isn't going to work on this one.
Let's do it.
You and
fail.
Lean all your weight into pushing the doors apart, but you're not quite synchronizing your efforts. They slam shut again before you can enter.
Let's take a breather and try this again later. It's very tough.
Okay, let's leave. All right. Quick save. Let's try teleporting. Teleportation time. Oh no, I only have. Oh, okay. Let's say I only had one opportunity.
The rusty ladder leads.
What if I don't climb? What if I just?
Teleportation is not a thing.
Teleportation is a thing. It just needs a bit of concentration.
Okay, let's say teleportation is a thing. Wouldn't you need some kind of scientific apparatus to create a teleportation field? You can't just do it without apparatus.
What's they talking about?
Kid behind you whispers.
Teleportation, Mikhail. It's generally thought impossible.
Won't hurt to try.
Yes, it could hurt a lot.
We could talk to this guy, like you said.
Hello. Isn't this a fine morning?
Okay, let's try. Let's teleport. I think I can do it.
The rusty ladder leads to the rooftop.
Teleport.
All you need to do is close your eyes and concentrate. Darkness enfolds you. You can feel the distance between the bench and the first rung of the ladder. All you need to is zoot, zap, pow, crinkle. It's like magic. You feel yourself disappear, your atoms fading out of existence.
Oh my god, I can't believe it.
Bam! You find yourself on the roof.
What?
Mastered the art of physical displacement.
Don't gloat. Just stand there like a Samaritan master.
You know, for the record, you didn't teleport there. You just climbed the ladder with your eyes closed.
The wind at the top of the building starts howling loudly, blowing away the lieutenant's voice. You hear.
Never mind. Find a way to let me in when you get inside. Don't go adventuring with it.
The suspect may be hiding here.
I think this is a great spot to stop. I mean, now I see the obvious attraction of playing the absolute crackhead cop instead of me playing the I've woken up in the body of an absolute mess of a speed-addled and alcohol-poisoned man and trying to fix his life. Because I'm a do-gooder, I guess. A good person. And all that sort of thing. Hey, I did not go centrist. I did not go centrist. Don't you dare call me a centrist. I shaved and beat the expression. Didn't make me happy. I just want to get this expression off because it's goofy. And I am not a centrist. I am a full-blown communist. Or I call it a night. Yes. Try walking around the entrance to the world. What do you mean exactly? Or I call it a night. I mean, walk around the entrance to the whirling. I teleport back from here? Let's see here. No. Yeah, I can't get down. Central beam has been destroyed by artillery fire. Why you like him in anyways? What's that? Postcard. Glass is covered in grime and dust. Barely see out. Very subtle sounds going on. Antiquated office furniture. Last century, maybe? Brought down and forgotten. So long ago. Collapse nearly sealed the basement. One could barely squeeze by. Overturned tables covered in orange mildew. Crawling with something. Here's my boy.
Yes?
Oh. What? Walk right through the door.
The metal plates that slide apart form a crude door. It's been here under the boardwalk for a while.
Push the doors open.
is much easier from this side. The panels on the rails slide once you dust the sand off. With the help of your partner, from the other side, the doors open with a creak.
Huh. I hope no one dangerous heard that.
You ready?
Yes. Time to investigate these passages. Let's move quietly and not make more sound.
No.
Running is a great way to do that.
Oh. We're leaving. Someone has a plan for me. Zoom out. The zooming out thing's actually turned out to be kind of handy. I didn't think it would. I didn't see that ship last time, huh? I don't know if I like that. I don't like new stuff there. New stuff never leads to good things. Okay, before we're going, we're doing what you're telling me to do. Okay? Like a good person, I'm listening. Okay, walking around the front of the whirling. Is that the front, or is this the front over here? In the courtyard. Okay. In the courtyard, but not the backyard, right? Here. Back towards the front door. Okay, I'm walking around. Yeah, I would have to spend a point in servers. So I shall save it. Call it here. Be ready to tackle that some other time. Oh. Whew. Arm is still sore from the shot. But at least they've now ruled it that I can now get a COVID shot as often as every 3 months. I've already went and set my calendar because after getting it once and dealing with this brain fog, I just can't. I can't do it again. It's ruined. It's robbed me of my language. It's a bit of an exaggeration, but find myself struggling to throw something at the cat. Struggling to remember words and remember concepts. Can't imagine those who have it even worse than me. In any case, got some interviews tomorrow. I've been interviewing all week. Lucky enough. Oh, you're gonna ruin the couch, cat. Wish me luck with the big one. I got a big one tomorrow. Hopefully with a U.S. company. Everybody have a good weekend. Have a good week. And a good night. Thanks for the luck. Thanks for the votes. Everyone, please be good, stay safe, and make good decisions. I love you all.